Hey peeps, what's going on? It's Josh. This is like the 10th time I've recorded this, so yeah. The first time, well, 1 through like 8, 9, I kept getting calls and stuff because right now I'm working from home because I have a friend who has me working with his business, and it's like a situation where he doesn't normally offer this. So he's made an exception for me. And it's really amazing of him to have done that. And I appreciate it. And so I'm able to do the work from home thing. And I'm incredibly lucky. And I know it. And I'm grateful. It's a very large, very orange cup. And so, if you hear the phone ring and I pause this, that's why. Because I have to answer the calls when they come. Long time no see. How you been? You doing good? You alright? If you guys need to talk about anything, comment below. Because I do care. I'm not trying to just make this be one way. However, it is mostly one way. In the years since I've been doing YouTube videos, I have had people tell me that I seem fake, that I seem like I'm trying to portray myself as a saint, or that I ramble, or that I talk too much about my feelings, or that I'm not as funny as I think I am. Yo, those are some not nice things to say to someone, though, by the way, in case you were wondering. And I wonder if half of you could hear the same thing back to yourselves and still feel good about it. I'm just saying. Now, what I do with my channel is really my concern. And I'm going to keep making videos that make me feel good, in hopes that at some point I make other people feel good too. I can't control how you feel about me. It's not my job to worry about that. That's your baggage. And in fact, when you have a strong reaction to someone or their behavior, it usually says more about you than it does about them. Because you're reacting to, like, whatever. You're reacting. So, in light of that, in recent years, I've tried to be as real as possible. Now, I go on hiatuses where I disappear, and that sucks, and it's not fair to you guys that watch, that actually give a crap about me, and I'm sorry for that. In the past, I've tried to only share stuff in videos here that was positive because I don't want to bring anyone else down. But I feel like possibly that has contributed to me seeming fake. So in light of that, I've said in light of that twice now. And I haven't said that in any of the other tries at recording. I don't know. I'm going to have to make a few videos to cover everything that's been going on. And today I'm getting emotionally exhausted because I've cried like 4 times just trying to make this video. Because I keep talking about my granddaddy and I keep getting upset. And so I'm going to do a little introduction to what's been going on. And then I'm going to talk about other stuff as I can. And I want to try and start doing the notes from the universe again. But I'm not sure. I don't know. Not that I've stepped away from the notes from the universe, but I don't know. I guess I feel like they maybe weren't what some people wanted to see or hear. But that doesn't matter because this is my channel. And this is the way that I've processed and helped myself for years now. You guys have become a part of my process for thinking about my feelings and my thoughts and what's going on in my life. And whether or not you comment or not, whether or not you watch or not, this right now between you and I, peeps, there's no YouTube right now connected. You're not even connected to the internet. You are simply in my flip cam talking to me. Well, kind of. I'm talking to you. And you could say it's one way or selfish in a way for me to just kind of spew. But I don't feel like that's what I do. I feel like I share because I care. But hilarious. I share here because it helps me. My question for you is, if you're not getting anything out of this, why do you keep coming back? You wouldn't, right? Because you only do something if it serves you in some way, right? I mean, arguably. So you coming back means in some way you're getting something out of this. Because I certainly don't beg for views, and I don't beg for like thumbs up or subscribers or any of that crap. And I did monetize, but that's just basically because if I'm going to be making as many videos as I am, why not get 10 cents a couple of times a month? Why not? It's not making me a millionaire, but it certainly doesn't hurt to be a YouTube partner and to be able to think about what part of content, what content could I make, and all of those things. But I certainly didn't sell out. Nobody's sponsoring me. Although, I mean, I'm open to it. So, I mean, Bill Jack, if you want to buy Marvy some dog food and you want me to talk about how dope your food is, call me. That was a joke. Bill Jack is not my sponsor or anything like that. Nor would they be, I don't think, with the way Pug acts. They'd be like, oh, hashtag bad boy spokesperson? Spokespug? I should probably put more thought into my hashtags. Anyway. So yeah, I'm back. What does that mean? That means a lot more long videos because I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. And I don't actually script or plan any of these. Shocking, I know. Because the banter is like, right? And you would think it was written, but no, it's not. Can you hear the pug snoring? Oh, you're just going to stop now to make me look stupid? He's not snoring. And he was specifically snoring every time I spoke. Which one could argue that I haven't stopped speaking. However, I'm telling you, he was doing it on purpose. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's adorable. So, I make videos because they help me. And I'm hoping at some point that they help you. But seeing as how you're not connected to any type of internet, and there's no way that any of you could be watching this right now, in this moment. I'm not talking about your moment, I'm talking about my moment right here and now, where God knows where you are, doing God knows what, doing with God knows whom with your friends. I don't know where you are right now, but when I sit down and I record, whether or not there's a conditioned response within me, or whether from previous videos when I tell you that I'm sending you energy and love, and I say much love, that's actually me sending you love in that moment. And all you have to do is say, I accept it. And then if things work the way that I believe that they do, I'm open to the fact that they may not, but if they do, then you're supposed to feel that love and energy if you accept it. And it sounds like I'm telling you to accept Jesus into your heart. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about energy transference. Transference or transferal? Probably transferal. Anyway, I send you guys energy whenever I make a video. And it doesn't drain me like social interactions typically do, because if you know anything about Reiki, you know that you can share energy with someone without draining your own personal stores, because you can take it from nature. You can take energy into yourself and then give it to someone else in a loving way, and it's beautiful, and it makes both of you feel better. And I don't know if there are any of you that have done that for me, but I feel like there must be, because I feel loving, warm energy flow into me when I start recording, because I make a cognitive decision when I'm recording to accept that love. And there may only be one of you sending it. And it may be complete and utter bullshit. I don't know. But what I do know is that it helps me. And that's why I keep recording. And that's why I keep sharing. And that's why I keep vlogging, because you serve me. I don't mean like you serve me like, get my coffee, bitch. I don't mean that. I don't even drink coffee, mostly. I drink tea. Or soda. Or sometimes milk. Probably more soda and tea than milk. Anyway, it serves me. This helps me. And I guess that means you help me. And I appreciate that. And I'm grateful for this tool that I never even knew I was developing. I never knew that YouTube was going to become therapy for me. I never knew that you were going to inspire me, to challenge me, to make me think, to make me more self-aware. I never knew all of that was happening, but I'm so glad that it has. I'm incredibly grateful for you peeps. A lot has happened. I have to check the time. Excuse me. You're going to look at the pug for a second. Okay. He's sleeping so hard right now. So a lot's happened in the past 6 months. The biggest thing, I know you would think that moving to California to be with Maggie is the biggest thing. And in a way it is. I get to be here with Maggie. I'm in California. I get to be with Maggie. And she's amazing. Beyond words, even. And she's also frustrating. Because she's human. And I'm human. And we're figuring things out. Learning how to live and love each other. Learning how to live with each other. And learning how to love each other in the way that the other needs and wants. And prefers. And that is an amazing gift. And I'm so excited. Every day I wake up and I'm like, I'm here with Maggie. Holy shit. And that little giggle happens pretty much every time. And we've had our arguments. And we've had our frustrations. Things haven't been completely smooth sailing. But I'm so grateful. And I'm so excited for the future. Because I can see it. You know? I can see it in the way that you can see things if you're open to seeing things that you can see. Redundant. I know. Rambly. I know. I believe it's a cognitive choice to focus on what makes you sad or to focus on what makes you happy. But having said that, I believe that you have to process things. And when you lose a family member that's incredibly important to you, like my granddaddy was and is to me, you're not actually supposed to like make huge life changes for a little while after that, because you need to process it and you need to go through, I guess there are steps, which I don't even really understand, because how do you dictate your feelings? Or maybe there are steps because your feelings are just gonna take that path and everybody's does. I don't know. But what I do know is I haven't processed my granddaddy's passing. And I told myself I'm going to get through this without crying because I've talked about him in videos before. And I should be past this. And I'm so frustrated with myself because every day when I wake up, it's there. What's there? The fact that he's not. The fact that his number doesn't ring through to him anymore. And for a while, I could call my granddaddy and talk to him whenever I wanted. And I didn't always do that. Boy, was that stupid. And I didn't go see him as much as I should have, maybe. I went to see him as much as I could. But if I had known when he was going to die, I would have made it happen. We didn't know he was going to die. I mean, he had some heart issues, but then he died in a car accident. And so it was sudden. And he went with Alice. Alice was his love, his heart. Technically, she was his girlfriend or common law wife, but he never wanted to marry again. So it feels weird to call her his girlfriend. She was like old. Girlfriend? No, she was his heart. He did everything for her. And I don't mean he did everything for her. I mean he did everything that he did was for her. Because she was his heart, his love. They used to lay down at night and hold hands and talk. And I've been throwing myself into life ever since he passed. And the last time I saw him, he just knew something wasn't right. And we were standing outside alone. And he was like, "You're not happy." And I was like, "I'm fine." He's like, and I didn't want to lie to him, but I didn't want to end because I had to go. And I didn't want to leave him on like a down note. I just wanted to let it be a nice visit and not make it about me in any way. But he knew me so well that he saw it. And he was like, "No." And he put his hand on my shoulder and we were standing right next to the car that he died in. And he told me to go be happy. And I said, "Okay." And he was like, "No, promise me." I don't break promises. And I said, "I promise." And not that much longer, like not very long after that visit, he was gone. And I never asked him, "What does happy look like? What does that mean?" Because I don't necessarily always know. Okay, be happy. But like, wait, how? I wasn't done with his guidance. I wasn't done with his leadership. I wasn't done learning from him. And I'm pissed that he's gone. And my mom's hurt and upset. And we don't really know how to process life without him in it. He was the rock of the family. And now we don't have one. So I'm not fit to fill those shoes. My mom's, she's tough. But nobody could be a rock like he could, you know? Nobody was like, he was so good with advice and he always knew what to do. If I called him and I had a problem, he said, do this. He knew how to fix things. He was a mechanic, for Christ's sake. Of course he knew how to fix things. And so when he died, I had already started making changes in my life. But I threw myself into changes. And I threw myself into the pursuit of the perfect happiness. And I didn't know I was doing it. In fact, I didn't really realize it until today. Trying to make everything perfect. Because I've got to focus on something. And I'm very good at fixating on something. I'm very good at laser focus and gazelle intensity, which is what I love so much about Dave Ramsey. That I can very easily put a lot of pressure on a situation and make myself struggle where I don't need to. That's true. I am very good at creating a lot of tension. I'm not trying to. I just get focused on something and I don't know how to process what I'm feeling, so I focus on something instead, and that's a lot of pressure. And the only thing that's ever helped me, because I am so very angry right now, I'm so angry with life. That I haven't processed him dying. Because I don't know how to. He was the strongest man I knew, and still is. And I don't know how to process a man that strong being taken by a car accident. You know, I could almost make sense of his heart giving out because, like, he loved so much. But a car accident? And there was no reason for them to have gone off the road. I don't understand. And I'm angry. And this is the first big change that happened in my life. Because relationships, that's a change that, yeah, that happened. That changed. Okay. But my granddaddy leaving? That made struggling over a girl, even in a toxic situation, that made that look like small change. Losing my grandfather. And, I don't know. I don't know how to process. I don't know how to heal over my grandfather's death. I don't know how to do that. And I feel like I need to figure it out because I feel like I keep waiting for someone to tell me the answer of when this is going to get easier. And when I stop waking up and having to remember all over again that he's gone. It's been like 6 months. I feel like, get the fuck over it, Josh. Jesus. But I'm not. And I don't know what to do to get over it. And I focus. There are days where I wake up completely blissed out on Maggie and like, oh my God, I'm here in California. It's so beautiful. And like, but there are days where I wake up and I was just having a dream where I was with my granddaddy again, and I was like this tall and like leaning over a hood of a car, and like he asked me to hand him a wrench, and I felt like so safe. And then I remember that he's gone. And I don't know why I'm not over it yet, or why I keep coming back to it. Sorry, guys. This is why I keep re-recording, but I can't get over it. And it's like, you think if you cry it out, you'll be okay, you'll feel better. And it doesn't make it better. It's like still there. And I'm like, what in the entire F? I just want to feel better. I just want to move forward and be happy. And that feels disrespectful because everything's wrong with him gone. And everything's right with me getting to be with Maggie. Like, I feel so guilty to her because, like, I can't get over my grandfather and it's fucking everything up in ways. And I'm tense and I'm anxious and I can feel anger and I can feel love, but everything else feels kind of weird. And I'm holding all of it back because how do you talk about all of this? How do you talk about it? I don't know how. Because it sounds pathetic because, like, it was a long time ago that it happened now. Months. I don't know, guys. I guess, and I don't usually like to ask for, like, comments or whatever, but I guess there's those of you out there that have lost loved ones. And I don't know if maybe you're better at, like, or maybe you understand yourselves a little bit better, because I don't understand my reaction to this. I thought I would process it because I'm good at processing things. I'm good at thinking about things and processing, and logically I know that I believe that life goes on, and I believe he's at peace, and I believe, well, I hope that reincarnation is a thing, and I believe what I believe. But I still can't make peace with him being gone, and I don't know how to. And I guess I thought I would be a lot better by now. In fact, I thought that taking steps towards being happier would make it better. And I'm still stuck on this. And I didn't plan to talk about just my grandfather for like 20 some minutes. But there's something that happens when I turn this camera on and I start vlogging that what needs to come out does. Even if I'm planning on talking about something completely different, what needs to come out does. And I don't know why or how, but it just does. And I feel like that probably isn't a bad thing. It's just strange for me. I don't know. How do you guys... Is there something that I'm not doing that I should be doing in order to process this better? What am I doing wrong? Why is this months later and I'm still completely lost? And I cover it up, like, pretty well. I'm sure Maggie knows that, like, something's weird. I don't know how to talk about it, though. I don't understand why I don't feel better about it yet. Not better. God, that sounds so fucked up. It's just been a lot of change in a short amount of time. And that... I kind of feel like a piece of me died with him. And that sounds so dramatic. Like, I get it. I get that sounds like, what? But, like, I I feel like there was a part of me that existed only when he was around that I can't access anymore. And I don't feel like such a good guy without him around. I don't feel like a good man. I don't feel strong like I did when he was alive. I feel weak and I feel confused. And I'm 35. I also feel ashamed because I can now see that a big portion of my courage came from the fact that he was apparently it came from the fact that he was alive. And now I feel scared. For the first time in my life, and this may have something to do with what happened on the road trip to California, but for the first time in my life, I feel like my mortality I'm aware of it. And I was aware of it before, but I was walking to the store last night, and there was a group of people behind me. And I didn't feel like the introvert discomfort. I felt fear. And there's another story that I think I'm probably going to tell in another video that might explain some of that. But I feel it's also connected with my grandfather. And I don't know why, or that I felt better with him in this world. I felt stronger. I felt grounded. I felt like I had a rock. Because whenever I wanted to talk to him, I could call, pick up that phone, and he would answer. Or Alice would. And she was always so excited. Yeah, she had her moments where she was kind of weirdly protective over him, but I get that. I wouldn't want him to be with a girl that wasn't protective over him. Because every guy needs to be protected sometimes. And you want to be with a girl who's willing to do that. Not one that doesn't give a crap. So I didn't mind her caring and being a little protective. It was adorable to me. But she was so excited. Oh, let me go get your grandfather. I don't know. I gotta check the time. Okay, this is probably going to cut off soon, so I should probably say goodbye. I'm sorry for just... Bleh. Have any of you guys felt this? Like you couldn't let go of a death? I felt it once before in my past. And she's the reason why I know that I don't deal well with death. But this is worse than that. And I feel like I should be doing better. I don't know if that's just me being a perfectionist or me being dysfunctional or what. But let me know if you guys have any advice or any thoughts. This is one instance where I would really love to hear what you have to say. Not because I'm trying to attention whore, and not because I'm trying to get comments or likes or subscribes or anything like that, but just because, honestly, you guys have been helping me since I started making videos. And I'm hoping maybe you can help me again. No pressure. Seriously. That sounded like a joke, but seriously, no pressure. If you don't know what to say, don't comment. It's cool. I'm not there's no danger or whatever. I'm just struggling. And maybe it just takes time. I don't know. And maybe I just suck at dealing with death. I don't know. But, any advice would be welcome. Any loving energy or thoughts or prayers, if that's what you do, would be more than welcome. Not, again, because I'm trying to attention whore, but just because I feel like an ass for still talking about this because it was so long ago, but I can't get past this. And so any help would be appreciated. Because maybe there's something I'm missing. I don't know. But wherever each and every one of you is, I want you to know that in this moment as I'm recording this, I'm opening up my heart and I'm sending you loving energy. And if there's a hurt in your heart, I hope it helps. And if you're lonely, I hope it helps. And if you're completely happy, I hope it adds to that or something. But just remember, loving energy is only able to help you if you cognitively accept it. So if you trust me and you know, like I know, that only, that loving energy and kindness and all of that, it can only help, feel free to accept it because I'm sending it. I hope that you guys are warm and safe and surrounded by loved ones. I'm going to be spending the rest of the evening with Maggie, which I'm super excited because she's going to be done work soon. And we get to hang out and have fun. And, yeah. But I hope you guys are good. And I'll try and make it not so long before I vlog again. No matter if you made it through 10 seconds of this video or the whole thing, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you spending time with me. I know what it's like to take a part of your day to watch someone's YouTube video, and I know how much it means. So, thank you. And I will see you guys again soon. Until then, Caitlin. That's what Caitlin says. Until then, stay nerdy. My sister. Anyway, much love. Peep out.